The reason why people ain't winning, I'm going to go on to say this regardless because I'm over it now. The reason why people ain't winning is because they don't have no kind of tenacity. Everything that happen, they give up. The minute something go on, they quit. Somebody make them mad. Somebody hurt their little feelings. Everybody's quitting over everything. It's easier to quit than it is to keep going. That's the reason why people do it. It's easier to get on the platforms that you like and do things than it is to get on a platform that's going to actually make you money. A lot of people are doing a lot of movement. They doing a lot of moving, but they ain't moving forward. They ain't going nowhere. A lot of movement don't mean a lot of progress. So people are doing a lot of things, but that don't make them make money. Just because you're doing a lot of things don't make you make money. You got to learn how to do the things that actually work that make you make money. So when people are don't want to listen or they don't want nobody to tell them nothing, or they want you to tell them something, but the minute you tell them, they don't like what you said, so then now they mad. All of this type of stuff, that's just a trick from the enemy to keep you stagnant and to keep you stuck. Because I'm not working a job. I don't work no job. I ain't worked no job since the 90s. So I don't have to have the information. I get the information that I need every day to move me forward. And it don't matter how I feel about the person. If the person got the information they give me, guess what? I take the action steps necessary and I move forward with the action steps that I need to do. I don't not do it because of how I feel or what I feel like. If somebody talks about procrastinators, 95% of people are procrastinators. So 95% of people are going to feel like you were talking about them. They're going to get mad. They're going to get upset. They're going to feel a certain way because you were just talking about procrastinators. It ain't my fault that you fit in that category. If somebody talk about anything, people, if somebody talks about something, people need to learn how to get out of their feelings and actually learn how to make money online and do what they came to do. If you came to make money, make your money. All that old stopping and quitting, every time you stop and quit, every single time you stop and quit, when you start over, you got to start from scratch. You lose your momentum when you stop. So when you lose your momentum, you got to start over every time you start over because you done lost all your reach. You done lost all your everything. People don't understand that. They only understand everybody want to feel good about everything all the time. You can't feel good about everything all the time. That's not gonna get you. They say pressure is the one that makes diamond pressure. You don't want to feel no pressure. Nobody wants to feel the pressure. Nobody wants to feel the heat. Nobody wants to feel none of that. But everybody want to be successful. Everybody wants six figures. Everybody want uh a million. Everybody want these things, but don't nobody want to feel the pressure. Don't nobody want to be coached, but everybody want coaching. You want coaching until it's time to be coached. You want results until it's time for somebody to hold you accountable. You want all these things, but you don't want to go through what you need to go through to get the things that you want. When you say you want something, you got to be willing to go through what you want to go through, what you got to go through to get it, or you will never get it. Somebody's trying to help you get it, and because it don't sound the way you want it to sound, or look the way you want it to look, or feel the way you want it to feel, you quit. You tune out. You log out. That's the reason why 95% of the people are not making money on the internet. Because guess what? If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, and everybody's not doing it. And it don't matter what you teach, how you teach it, how many times you get on here and say it. Everybody's not going to be doing it because everybody don't have that tenacity. Everybody don't have that oomph about themselves. So it ain't nobody's fault. Everybody got an opportunity to do the things that they need to do. Everybody got an opportunity to get the information. Everybody got an opportunity to apply the information. But knowledge ain't power. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. People sitting up hollering knowledge is power. Knowledge ain't nothing. People know a lot of stuff and they don't never apply it. That's why they ain't going no farther. So you got to learn how to learn the stuff and you got to do what you learn. And then you can't sit around waiting because by the time you know how fast this internet is moving. By the time you learn something, and by the time you get it going pretty good, they creating something else. The algorithm is changing. This is happening. That's happening. Things are changing every single moment. As we speak, things are changing. Things are changing. If you don't get on it while it's hot, get on it while it's going, you're going to miss out again. People steady missing out because they don't take action, or they don't take action at the time they supposed to take action. You watch somebody for so long before you even get started, and then by the time you get started, everybody on to something else. That's why people not making no money. That's why people can't get past whatever they trying to get past, because you got your feelings and emotions all involved. You letting everything hurt your feelings. Now your feelings hurt. Now you don't want to produce. Who is that hurting? By your feelings getting hurt and by not wanting to produce. Who is that hurting? The person who trying to help you, or the person that don't make no sense. You know how many people I talk to every single solitary day? Every single solitary day, somebody. The reason why I like dealing with people who have more and got more and do more is because those people already understand that stuff. They already understand. Even if we ain't getting along, guess what? We still got to produce because we got to make this money. You know what I mean? So that's how people who really doing something, that's how they act. People who ain't doing nothing, they don't act like that. They quit everything when something, their feelings get hurt. You can't make no money like that. People are so busy being lazy, just comfort zone, no tenacity, no willpower, no drive, no ambition, no umph about themselves, and just don't want to move forward. So you can't help those kind of people. So you just got to help the people that want to be helped. And then your prices got a lot to do with that. Your prices got a lot to do with the type of people that you bring aboard. When you bring aboard, when you go with the cheaper prices and the prices that's very low, you reach a lot of complainers, a lot of people who say they want it, but don't really want to do what it takes. And then they complain and they this and that. There's a lot of that going on because of the pricing. When you charge a little bit more and you charge whatever you worth, when you charge your worth, you reach the type of people that understand that it takes money to make money. You don't have to explain that. You don't have to explain why I have to pay to work, because you ain't reaching no workers. You reaching bosses at that point. I'm not trying to reach no dang worker. You don't have to pay me to work. You have to pay to start your own business, just like I had to pay to start my own business. So when you charge the price that you're supposed to charge, the ones looking for low hanging fruit, the ones looking for low hanging fruit, man, it's just so frustrating to see all these people with all this potential and not doing nothing. It just don't make no sense, because you know how much farther you could have been if you just would have started when you're supposed to start it, or if you just start now, how much farther you could be by December. You know how much farther you could be. I just logged into my Amazon today, and they done sent me a message for creator connections. That means I get to get the brands deals with Amazon. I wasn't getting brand deals with Amazon. I was getting brand deals outside of Amazon. People was reaching me, and people do pay to work. They just don't see what they just see what I'm saying. They really do. I just ain't had no job since 1997, so I don't know what they paying to do out there. But the thing is, I wasn't getting paid. I mean, with the brands, I was getting paid outside. They was seeing my stuff and they was contacting me like email, messenger, my DM on Instagram. That's how they was reaching me. But now Amazon just sent me a message asking me to join their creator thing. So they got brands already on Amazon that's gonna be ready to work with me. That's more money. That's more money. I just like every time, you know what? I done got to the point now to where every single time I spend money, I make it the very next morning. Like I ain't never been to that point where every single time I ain't never been to the point where every single time I spend money, it's right back in my account the very next morning. It ain't never been like that. Now I done spent money and made it back, but I ain't never made it to where I spend it and it is right back the very next morning. So I really like the way things is going. I wish more people will see the vision. I wish more people will actually go on and put in that time that it takes and go on and stay consistent and go on and stay, keep their tenacity and go on and put it in, because you never, all the seeds that you planting, the stuff gonna hit one day. And when it finally hit, all that starting and stopping and starting and stopping, that's not what's gonna get it. It's the only thing that's gonna get it is a consistent flow of posting, posting, post. I don't care if you don't see results when you post it. I don't care if you don't see a dime. I don't care if you don't see nothing. If you post consistently the right stuff on the right platforms, reaching the right people, doing the right thing. It's a formula to it. But if you post the right stuff and you continue to do what's right, the evergreen stuff, stuff that's evergreen. You continue to do the evergreen stuff. When it hit, it's gonna hit because it's evergreen. If you're doing fad stuff, all this old like the fashion that I do, well, I say I hate it, but I just got to collab with them again last night. Well, about 4 a.m. I done ordered some more items. They done already shipped them out. They done sent me a message saying they'll let me know when my shipment is tracked. They'll let me know my tracking. I said I don't want to do no more fashion, and I did again. But the fashion is not evergreen. The fashion is not ever. It's like you can do things, but you got to know what you're doing and why you're doing it, how you're doing it, and all of that. This fashion is not evergreen because the fashion is trending. It's trendy stuff. It's stuff that come and go, come and go. One day you all these prints and stuff and all this type of stuff, but it's cute for the time. But you can't wear that mess all year round, every day. Months down the line, 2 months later, you can't do that. It's a trending thing. So as long as you know what you're doing and you know you're gonna have to keep doing it. Where is this hair all in my face? As long as you know what you're doing and you know that why you're doing it, how you're doing it, and your purpose for doing it, you can make a lot of money and you could get a whole lot of free stuff. How would it feel to make a lot of money and get a lot of free stuff? Somebody hit me up last night for a lamp. It's a lamp, some kind of contemporary looking lamp. It's like 80 something dollars on the webs on Amazon. It's 80 something dollars. Now I send them a message back asking about their budget because they're not gonna send me the thing for free. They're gonna send me commission. That means they're gonna pay me to do the video and they're gonna send me the lamp. So I'm just waiting on them to reply back because our evening is their morning and our night is their next day and all that type of stuff. So I got to wait till they reply back. But the thing is, there's so much money out there. It's just so much money. It's so much money and free stuff. Not just money, it's free stuff. And then when you get the free stuff, even if you got it for free and you wanted to do it for free, you could turn around and sell that stuff. I don't be doing none of that. I don't sell nothing. It's just a whole bunch of stuff around the house at this point. Just a whole bunch of stuff that I'm gonna be giving away and wrapping up, putting in packages and boxes and stuff, and wrapping, putting the bow on it for Christmas and stuff like that. Because I can't use all this stuff. I already got lamps. I don't need now another lamp. I got plenty of lamps. A lot of people send a lot of lamps and stuff like that, so I got plenty of lamps. I don't need now another one. But I might decide to keep it because it was pretty nice. I'm just thinking, like, how many people are missing out on this opportunity? We trying to help us. I'm trying to help people understand that this stuff is real, and people just keep quitting. Like, get it together. Go ahead and do it. Goodwill, Goodwill gifts. Okay, Goodwill is supposed to be all together. Goodwill is one word. But I ain't doing no Goodwill. I do shelters, but I ain't doing not Goodwill. But I know what you mean. But if people just saw the bigger picture and really, really, I don't know. I just don't understand why people don't see the bigger picture. It ain't. It's not hard. I think people make it harder than what it really is. I just really think people make it harder than what it really is because it's not hard. Do the stuff. I've learned something new today. Goodwill. Well, you gotta look it up because I think it's one word. I don't know if it's two words or one, but I really believe. Google it. I can't Google it from here, but you Google it to see if it's one word or two words. But yeah. So I really wish people to get on board. If you're not I know you're an Amazon associate, but if you're not an Amazon, even if you're an Amazon associate, do you know how much money you could make if you was attached to the right platforms? I'm gonna be talking about that real soon. The platforms that you can get attached to start making money with these platforms. Even if you're not a Amazon influencer, which you want to be, you want to try your best to be an Amazon influencer. But if you're not, you still can be an Amazon associate and still make a good amount of money. Because as long as you know how to promote, you can promote anywhere. People are really contacting me they want TikTok. Okay, so people, every time somebody contact me, they want to know how many followers I got on TikTok and how many Google for confirm that it is what we're seeing. I ain't got these glasses for nothing. I be knowing some stuff. Every time somebody, what was I trying to say? Uh, I don't forgot what I was trying to say. I don't forgot what I was trying to say. Well, whatever I was saying. Oh, it's plenty of platforms that you can get connected with. You just got to still know the formula. It don't matter what see, people get to signing up with all these different platforms. They get to, oh yeah, TikTok. I done forgot already. Every time somebody contacted me on the Facebook, most of the time they contact me on Facebook, some on email, some on Instagram. When they contact me, they ask me for my TikTok followers. They ask me for my Instagram followers. If they hit me up on Facebook, they want to know about my Instagram followers, and then they want to know about my YouTube. Those three. Nobody's asking me about my Facebook following, and nobody's really asking. You know, people are asking, but guess what? Guess what's the most? Guess what's the most powerful out of all the followers? Guess what? What is the most powerful platform that they'll pay more to get in front of? Guess. Take a wild guess. Which one they want to be on? If you had a following, which one do you think they would pay more to be on in front of? Talk to me. Which one is the most powerful platform that advertisers will pay more if you had a did you say TikTok? We gonna have to do some training. We gonna have to do some training. YouTube. YouTube. They want to be in front of your YouTube audience. If you have a YouTube audience, they yeah, you need a little more training. You need some training. No, but if you have this, it weighs more. Like, say for instance, they got a budget that they pay out for every platform. This platform, they may pay this amount. This platform, they may pay this amount. But if you're on this platform and your following engagement is pretty good on this platform, they may pay this amount because of the platform. So you got to think, you got to know which platforms mean what in the advertiser's eyes, not in our eyes. Nothing means nothing in our eyes. We can't look through our own lens. We got to look through the advertiser's lens and look at what the advertiser, when you're doing business and you're trying to make good money, you got to look through the advertiser's lens and know what would the advertiser want. Would the advertiser want to be in front of, or would the advertiser want to be, and which one would they pay more to be in front of? When you find out which one they pay more to be in front of, grow that brand, grow it. If you can't grow all of them, say for instance, you can't grow all your following at the same time, so you ain't got time to do that. Pick one and grow that one. Grow the one that make the most sense. Grow the one that's going to get you paid the most money once you get it grown. If it's going to take you another year, you're going to spend another year on TikTok doing stuff trying to go viral, or you're going to spend another year trying to get the YouTube channel off the ground and get it really popping to where you got consistent flow. You don't have to have a lot of followers to make a lot of money. All you need is the right people. All you need is a handful, not a handful, but certain amount of people, and then you off to the races, because it's the quality of the viewer. It's the quality of the viewer that you got to understand your platforms. It's so much to understand, but look at everything through your advertiser's eyes and stop trying to look at everything through our eyes. We see dancing videos and we think, oh, this and that. That's not how you look at things. You look at what's the most beneficial. Will these people actually pull out their wallet or their credit card or their purse or whatever? Will they do that? Or will they just sit up and watch dancing videos all day long? You know what I mean? Are these people consumers? Are these people business owners? What kind of people are you in front of? Are these people gossipers? Are they just want to sit up and listen to gossip? Do they want to watch prank videos all day? Do you want to pay your money to get in front of somebody that's only doing gossip channel? You're not really paying your money. You're trying to pay your money to get in front of people who serious about their business. If you got something to offer business people, you want to get in front of the people that got business channels. That's how the advertisers are looking at it. If you got a, you know what I mean? So you got to look at it like that and go ahead and build. If you're going to take a year of your life or 2 years or however long it takes to build something up, build the right thing up so you won't steady be making the same mistakes over and over and over again, and go ahead and go for it. In a year, well, things could really change for you in 6 months to a year. Things could change. Like people could stop. People could actually replace their income in a good 6 months to a year if they just really did what they supposed to do. If somebody was sitting down and they listened and they took all the notes, they really actually put the stuff into place, they really could sit down and replace their job income. Okay, you at uh high fives or something like that. You could be at high fives at home. You don't have to be at high fives and all that type of stuff working 8 hours. You don't, but you choose to because you don't want to put in the time that it takes to get to it. Who you want to work 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours a day, or you want to work 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours a day, or you want to work 2 jobs, or you want to work, you know what I mean? Like how you want to do it. It's all in how you want to do it. So, but a person could replace their whole income in 6 months to a year if they really was to follow the formula and do what it takes. If they wanted to wake up to a PayPal every single morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, we wake up. I'm telling you, if I could show the screen, if I knew how to show the screenshot right now, I got this one lady, only one lady I talk to every morning. We texted each other. Hey girl, what you do yesterday? How much you make yesterday? How much you make yesterday? So and so, so and so. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the three, 3 to 4, it is the real deal too. The 3 to 4 hours, it could be 2 or 3. You know what I mean? It could be 2 or 3, but it just got to get it all set up and it got to be flowing the right way. You know, it takes a long time to starting is the hardest part. Getting it set up is the hardest part. Getting the formula, like you know how they say the well-oiled machine, that's the hardest part. But once you get the machine going and you realize how to get that machine flowing, you off to the races. You off to the races. Every day I go check my mailbox or I look at the front door. I had some in the mailbox. I gotta do a video for that. I got some at the front door. You know what? Because this stuff is coming. I done got my machine to running. I done got my machine to running now. And so since my machine is running, every single day is something that's coming through. So this lady, every morning we wake up because Amazon updates your amounts, how much you make at 4 a.m. Well, 4 a.m. my time. I don't know what time it'd be somebody else's time, but my time would be 4 a.m. So every morning at 4 a.m. I'm up checking my stats, trying to figure out, okay, 4:15, 4:20. We trying to figure out how much we made. At 5 o'clock this morning, it was saying I made zero, but I had like 300 clicks, and I'm like, I ain't saying I had 297 clicks and I had zero. So I'm still up 5:15, 5:20. I'm still trying to refresh. The lady sent me a message. Hey girl, have you checked your stats? What's going on with your stats? Mine is not, like I'm still up trying to check mine. Both of us trying to check our stats because guess what? We both make money every single day. So we trying to check our stats at that time. How'd you feel just to wake up and be able to check how much you done earned instead of having to go to work, come home? I mean, not saying you will replace it like that. You can have it, but you don't need it. See, it's a difference between needing a job and just having a job because you want to work and make some extra money. You don't want to need the job. If the job go away, something happened. They laying off. Something happened. They had cuts or whatever you call them, or you don't want to need it like that. That's why you want to have multiple streams of income because you want to depend on what you know how to do from home. That's your main. You want to turn around. You want to flip the script. You want to really, all the stuff we've been learning all our life, we need to unlearn that mess. Unlearn everything you done learned and start over with your thinking. So you want to make your side hustle your main hustle. You want to make your Amazons and your lead generation and your referrals and all your income online. You want to make that your main income. If it takes $5,000 a month to live, you want to try to get your income to $5,000 a month, and then your job is your extra. It's your side hustle. It's your side money. It's your savings. It's your so-and-so. It's your trip money. It's all that. So if something should ever happen, if it don't, whatever, if something should ever happen, you don't have to put up with that. You don't have to depend on that. You should be building your own bank. You should have your own whole life insurance so you can borrow from yourself. You should have your own cards and stuff. You know what I mean? Like you should have things. You should have things on your own to where you don't have to depend on the job, but you just had a job just because you want to. I just got a job because I want to. When I was I get Enterprise all the time, and they come pick me up, and they take me places. I get Enterprise all the time. And this man, well, I used to, and this man, he was working there because he was over 60, and he only worked there because he didn't have nothing to do at home. He wanted to work there. He was already retired. He wanted to work there. So he didn't do it because he had to work there. He did it because he wanted to work there. It's a difference. It's a difference. So do you want to do something because you got to do it, or do you want to do something just because I like doing my job? I love this, and it don't hurt to make no money with it, so I'm gonna do it. That's how you want your job. You don't want a job, and you can't even make ends meet if you don't have a job. If you don't have a job, you can't make ends meet. You can't eat. You can't spend. You can't go to the store today and spend $100 a day, and then spend $200 tomorrow, spend $300 next. You can't do that because you gotta. I mean, the budget is fine. You're supposed to be on a budget, but I'm saying you just want to make sure you put yourself. The right mindset means everything. The right mindset. If I wanna borrow some, B, it's me, y'all. If I want to borrow some, get on. What? If I want to, the bee was just flying all around and stuff. If I want to borrow some money from anybody, I already got my whole life. I borrow against me. I don't borrow. I mean, I do. I can borrow anywhere, but I'm just saying, don't leave that stuff out. Don't leave certain things out that you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be building your own bank. You're supposed to be being able to go to yourself and get the money and pay yourself back the money. You're not supposed to be begging from everybody else. Put yourself in that position, and then you won't have to worry about certain things when it's time to worry about it. The Some people say term life and all that type of stuff. Some people say whole life. I got whole life. You know what I mean? I don't have no term life and all that kind of stuff. It's whole life because I know with the power of having certain things, putting yourself in a position. You're not thinking for right now. You're not thinking for, you thinking for the future. You thinking for, if I ever need to get this, I need that. I need a quick so-and-so. I need a quick couple of thousand. I need a quick so-and-so. I can always go get it here. You know what I mean? I can always go get that here. You don't want to be, it's like thinking for the future, man. Stop letting your feelings and emotions and how you feel about everything stop you from doing what you're supposed to be doing for you. How you feel about me shouldn't stop you from doing what you need to do for you. How I feel about you sure ain't gonna stop me from doing what I need to do for me. Your feelings hurt. You mad about something. The person that said it didn't say it the way you said, thought they should have said it. The person was cussing in their video, so you can't learn from them. I was learning from this guy when I was learning from him. He was cussing every single day in his video. Some people was tuning off because they couldn't stand the cussing. I could stand the cussing because I know how brilliant the man was. I could stand the cussing. I ain't finna tune off just because he got a flaw, that just because it ain't your flaw. That don't mean, you know what I mean? Like just because it ain't your flaw, you can't stand it all of a sudden. Now the man done sold his company for $10 million. You know what I mean? And here you is still going through the same thing you've been going through because you couldn't listen to the man. You couldn't listen to the person that was trying to tell you because you're so busy judging the way he said it. The way he said is more important to you than what he's saying. So now you can't even get to the next level because you won't listen to somebody. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen to whoever you're supposed to listen to. It might not be me. You ain't supposed to, everybody ain't supposed to listen to me. Everybody can't handle listening to me. But guess what? When I wake up every morning, I check my account and I done listen to somebody. I done listen to somebody. Long as I know I'm listening to somebody, that's all that really matters. Long as I listen to somebody. Because at this point, it don't even matter if anybody listens to me or not. As long as I'm listening to who I'm supposed to be listening to get me to the levels I need to be. And that Amazon, people be acting like, I don't know what they acting like, but people acting like it ain't enough money, or the 4%, the 3%, the 2% ain't this and that. You better think again. You better think again on how you don't understand how powerful the platform is. If that's what you're thinking, people shopping on Amazon while we on here doing this. People are shopping on Amazon. People got their credit card already in the file. It's already there. You don't even have to pull your credit. You ain't got to type in no numbers. It's already there. Everybody that's on Amazon pretty much got their credit card already on file. And you mean to tell me you can't make a sale? Yo, you can make a sale. You're not trying putting your all into it. You use TikTok and you use your social media platforms to drive the traffic, but you got to make a TikTok. If a person ain't going to your Amazon link or your whatever link you promoting, if you promoting credit repair, if you promoting whatever you promoting, it don't matter what the formula is still the same. No matter, my ebook is going to be called, hold on, let me say this. My ebook is going to be called Raise Influencer recipe. Raised influencer recipe. Raised influencer formula recipe. Think I'm saying recipe. If somebody is not going, clicking your link and taking the action to go to that place that you're trying to send them to, whatever you're trying to send, it don't matter. You just find a product and try to send people to that product. If somebody's not getting to that product, what do you have to do? What do you have to change if somebody's not taking action on your product? What would you actually have to change about it? What would you have to change? Do anybody know what they would have to change? If somebody, okay, you every day you putting out videos on TikTok and Instagram, and every day nobody goes to take action on your stuff. What do you have to change? What do you have to change? Ain't nobody gonna change nothing because ain't nobody doing nothing. You got to change your messaging. You got to change the dang stuff that you was putting out there to get people to the stuff that you're trying to get them to. If nobody's getting to the stuff, you got to change the messaging of the stuff that you're trying to, what you're putting out on the social media. You got to, you got to change your platform, change your marketing, change your platform. Yes, you got to change your platform for sure. You got to change if you want to be a master of TikTok, because they got people on there that's making a killing with TikTok. You got to learn TikTok all the way through. You can't just learn bits and pieces, all that old spreading yourself to every single platform. You got to learn the platform that you actually plan on being, you know, using every day. Learn that one first. Once you get it, then you do it. So when you learn your platform, if somebody ain't taking the action necessary to get to that sale, so you're not making, you putting up a bunch of stuff, but you ain't making no sale. Change the stuff you putting out. Because you obviously you ain't putting out the right stuff to get them to make the sale. So when you change the stuff that you putting out, can try to figure it out. Okay, what do I need to change? How do I change my messaging up? How do I change my marketing up? Then you gonna start seeing some stuff. A sale might trickle in here and there. A sale. Like I said, yeah, Stephanie's Kitchen. You're right. It should be. Oh, you know what, y'all? I be forgetting. Here we go. I be forgetting. I done forgot again. We're gonna change our platform because we already know. Me and Miss Stephanie already know YouTube is the platform to be. TD tell them I already know that YouTube is the place to be. But when you start really doing your stuff, it's a whole system, a whole everything. It's not one thing. It's a whole bunch of puzzle pieces that have to be put together in a certain way in order for you to make the maximum amount of money that you're supposed to make. So it's a whole little piece, but sometimes people have their puzzle pieces, but they don't have the foundational pieces. They got some puzzle pieces here. Got to kind of use them like a funnel, TikTok video to get them to the full. That's right. That's right. That's right. Except for as of now, YouTube done start. They say about the first, they're gonna be taking the links out of the shorts, so we can't use links in the shorts no more to get them to. So we got to do long form content. We got to continue doing our long form. We can continue doing shorts, but we ain't gonna be able to place links in them no more. So long as you know what your platform is and you know how to do stuff, you're gonna always be able to make money. But everything is like a funnel, but everything is like these pieces. People have pieces together. And I like to see when people do have pieces together, but they be missing that one main piece. It be one main piece that you missing that got you stuck at this point where you can't get to that point. You'll never get to that point because you're missing a key piece. It's a key piece that's missing. So that's why when I look at people, when people come to me for the consultation, I can look at what they're doing and see the key piece that they're missing. If I can't find something that you're missing, I don't want to do no consultation with you if you already got it all together. If I can find any key piece that you're missing, I know you need it in order to grow, that's when I'll take the consultations. That's the only reason I take consultations is because I'm already looking. I don't let people pay me before I look at their stuff. Some people just want the money. Some people just want the money. They're going to tell you the same thing they telling everybody else. It's the same. It ain't the same thing for everybody. I got to look at your stuff and see what you got going. That's the reason why I have the application process first. Come in, fill out the application, let me look over it. Then I send you the link to pay because now I need to see what you're doing and what you ain't doing. What you ain't doing is what's going to get you to the next level. What you ain't doing, the key piece that you missing is so important. It's so important that this, if you apply this 3 to 6 months or whatever, you're gonna really see a difference in that because you was missing that piece. I had to learn this stuff the hard way. I had to learn this stuff the hard way. The key pieces that I was missing, I learned this mess the hard way. And wasn't nobody looking over my stuff telling me the key pieces I was missing. I was Googling and YouTubing, but it wasn't no courses and all that, a lot of the stuff going on like it is now. They was just now, you know what I mean? So I had to learn a lot of this stuff. It wasn't as easy as somebody just looking at your stuff and you paying a hot little three, 400, 200, whatever to get the info. No, it wasn't none of that. So when you can just pay attention to your funnel, don't start with the website. It starts way before that. You know what I mean? But if you don't have everything together the way it needs to be together and you don't have your marketing messaging is more than just words on a paper. You know what I mean? Like, well, I've been doing, everybody know I've been doing ads for so long. I've been doing all kind of ads for so long. I know what sales, how to make sales through the ads. I know how to make sales. I know how to make sales through the ads because it's all in your marketing message. It don't take a whole bunch of words on no paper to make no dang money. It don't take no 1,000 words, no essay to make no money. You got to just create the stuff the right way. It just needs to be done the right way. But all these platforms, you could be a part. See, another thing is people see, I ain't gonna be outside. I'm not coming outside no more because it's the bees flying and or the leaves and stuff. Here's another thing. These platforms, you know how you can sign up? I can give you all the platforms. This is what people do too. This is how people do things. They try to go around you when you give them the platform. I could say Share Sale. I could say Max Bounty. I could say CJ. I could say ClickBank. I could say Digistore 24. I can say all these platforms and you can sign up for every last one of them without going through my link. And guess what's gonna happen? Nothing. You ain't gonna make a dime. Because guess what? Anybody can sign up for a bunch of different platforms. Anybody can sign up and be a member of all these. All you're going to do is get yourself kicked out of the program within the next 6 months because you ain't been active. You ain't made no sales. That's the only thing going to happen. You're going to sign up for a bunch of stuff, trying to go around somebody, trying not to go through their link, trying not to let them make no money. And then you're not going to know what to do once you get a part of it, or you're not going to do what it takes to make the money from it. So you just signed up with 5 or 6 platforms. It don't take 5 or 6 platforms to make no money. It takes one platform. It don't take 10, 12 platforms to make money. It's good to have them if you know how to make money with one, but it don't take all them platforms to make money. If you can't make money with one, what are you doing with 7, 8 platforms? What are you doing signed up here, there, and there, and there, and there if you can't make money with one? You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of things that it's just we got to sit down. We got to dig deep. Like we got to really dig deep and we got to really know that it's money out there. I just got through doing a video a while ago before I came out. I said, let me go and knock this video out because I know I got some more stuff coming. You know what I mean? And I know that I'm finna land a deal. When these people email me back, I'm finna land a deal. And then I had said I wasn't going, well, it just depends. It just depends on, I can't wait till some of this stuff comes. Some of the stuff, it be coming from, well, everything come from China. We know everything come from China. Some of the stuff be held up. It be taking a little bit longer to get here. I got stuff that I worked out a deal on a month and a half ago. It still ain't made it here yet, but I know it's coming. You know what I mean? Like it's some stuff that's in limbo. But guess what? When you get to the point to where you ain't even tripping, because guess what? You just know that's an extra $400-500 just in the air. You don't even need it. That's just an extra. Okay, that when it get here to be here, so you ain't tripping. It's not like somebody shorted you on your paycheck and then you got to go to the office and act a fool with the boss because you need your money to pay your bills. It ain't like that because you done made it to a certain point to where that ain't even an issue. It'll be here when it get here, and when it get here, that's when I'm gonna do what I need to do with it. But I ain't got to go to no boss and y'all messed up on my check. Where's my money? I need to pay my bill. Oh, you ain't gotta do all that because you done learned some stuff. You probably can make more than what your boss is making if you just if you go on and apply yourself and go on and figure the stuff out and put your work in and keep going and stop stopping. Every time you stop stopping, you only losing your momentum. If you stop, every time something happens, you quit. So you stay gone for 2 or 3 weeks and then you don't do nothing for that long period of time. When you come back, the algorithm ain't in your favor. You losing your momentum, and now you ain't really got. Now you got to start all over again. Every time you start back, you got to start over. Just like with me at this weight loss, I got to start all over again. Every time I start back up, I got to start back up all over again. Because you lose your. When you were going, you should have just kept going. When you going, you should have just kept going. Now I can talk about that with business. When it comes to weight loss, somebody need to be talking about me about that when it comes down to weight loss. But I can do this with business because this is what I've been doing. I've been doing this. Ain't no quitting when it comes down to that. So it's not, I ain't gonna say it's so easy, but it is easier once you just really apply yourself and really get going. It's not, I ain't gonna say it's real easy, but it is easy. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. Um, we just got to really apply ourselves and really just kind of understand that all the obstacles are going to come when you're first trying to get started, because that's what's going to keep you from going forward. If all the obstacles, so this is how, let's see, I say churchgoers, all the obstacles come when you're first getting started so that you don't get started. That's why they come, but to keep you from going. If they came, it's much easier than people think it is now. That's right. That's right. It's nowhere near impossible. It's nowhere near impossible. Too many people doing it. Too many people making money with it. Too many people. And then the more people is doing it, you just waiting for them to get rich, and you sitting there just watching them. You know what I mean? Like, no, get your piece of the pie. Get your piece of the pie. So, I don't forgot what I was saying again. I don't forgot what I was saying again. I thought I seen somebody. But I'm excited about how things is going. Um, man, and then rinsing and repeating. Okay, so once we get our formula together and get our foundation laid the right way, because our foundation gonna be laid, you missing that main piece, it just, and the pie is massive, massive for real. You know how much Jeff Bezos is worth? I don't, but I'm just saying somebody do. So the pie is massive. All we need, let me do this. You know, I keep forgetting, and the pie is massive. But all we got to do is just go on and go with it. It's not hard to become an Amazon associate first and foremost, and it ain't hard to become an Amazon influencer. It ain't hard. It's just take work. Okay, if you got to build it. Okay, so if they say we need you to have influence, why don't you have influence anyway? If you want to be a social media marketer, or if you want to be a person that's on the internet making money, why don't you have the influence that you need to apply anyway? So if they say that, what does that mean? Just go ahead and build an influence up. It don't mean it ain't the end of the world just because they said no. Okay, they said no, we can't let you in right now. Okay, try another platform. Try your Instagram. Try to get in with your Instagram. They say no. Try to get in with your Facebook. They say no. Go back and build your platforms up. Go back. You should have been doing that in the first place. You should have been building your platforms up. You should have been an influencer. If you plan to be an influencer, you want to be in an influencer program, you should have been an influencer before that. So it ain't the end of the world. Just go ahead and start doing what it takes so you can get in here, because the benefits is not just the benefits of Amazon. It's so many other doors that's open once you get in position. People can't get the benefits because they're not in position with the foundational things. It's so many more things that come from being an Amazon influencer, not just Amazon. It's so many other things, other platforms and other ways that we make money, other ways that we make money on top of the money that we make, other ways on top of that money, other ways with these people because we said we influencers, other ways with these people because they want to work with influencers, other ways with, so just build an influence up. Just how hard is it? But it's people are building the influence, they building a bunch of nonsense. See, a lot of people, they building a lot of stuff. It's a bunch of nonsense. It's not people that, who are you trying to reach? Are you trying to reach a bunch of people that want to laugh and have fun all day? Is that what you, that's not a business. Okay, I just want to share a bunch of posts of funny stuff, or a bunch of stuff that I think is funny and make people laugh. And how is that a business move? How is that a business move? if you ain't figured out how the shade room make their money, if you're not doing what the shade room doing to make their money, or if you ain't studied the Tasha K's of the world, or you ain't studied the shade rooms of the world, if you ain't studied them to learn how they make their money from it, why even do it? So you got to do things that make most sense. If you not, or study the people that's doing what you want to do and do it the way they do it. But at some point, some got to add up. The math got to be math, and it got to line up at some point. But doing a bunch of nothing, a bunch of unnecessary stuff. Look at your page, look at any of your posts, and see, how does this benefit my business? What is this going to generate? How is this going to generate anything? Is it going to generate a lead? Is it going to generate a sale? Is it going to generate somebody to have more interest in what I got to offer? Or is it just a post, sharing somebody else's words, sharing somebody else's? It's okay to do all that type of stuff, but think about what's going on with your channels and who's the influencer. The person you sharing all day long, they your influencer on your own channel. You sharing somebody else stuff all day long on your own channel. They the influencers, not you. Become the influencer so that when the opportunities present themselves, you already in position. If you are the influencer before the opportunity presents itself, then guess what? You don't have to worry about being declined, or you don't have to worry about not being accepted to these things, because guess what? I'm already an influencer. How many followers you got? I got 10,000 here, 10,000. I say myself, I would just say make sure every platform got at least about 10,000, but you can get away with having each platform having like 5,000. Like Instagram and TikTok, I would try to make sure my TikTok had at least 10, my Instagram had at least about 5, and then I would just go from there. But at least make sure some of your platforms got something solid. Okay, 5, and my YouTube, everybody know YouTube ain't gonna have as many followers as Instagram and TikTok. That's why they pay more to be in front of your YouTube people, because it's harder. Nobody wants the hard thing. That's the reason why they pay more for the people who do the hard things. So we gotta, long as we understand what we're doing, shoot for, just go ahead and say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start building my Instagram and my TikTok. Or if you don't want to build it, I'm gonna go ahead and laser focus on my YouTube channel. I would just stay focused on YouTube myself. I wouldn't even care about. You can, you can, but I'm just saying, if I was to make a choice, if you had to make a choice and decision, figure out which platform is best for you and whatever you're gonna be offering to your platform. That's what you figure out. What am I gonna offer to my people? Where are those people at? Are those people on Instagram? Are those people even on Instagram? Are those people on Facebook? Are those people on Twitter or whatever, however Twitter go? Are those people, where are those people at? And then now it makes more sense for me to be on this platform, because I know what I'm offering to the people and what I want them to do. And so now, or is it better for me to go on and get my YouTube going and go on and learn, put in the time? Nobody is, 2 people watching my YouTube. That don't mean I quit. I ain't never doing YouTube. I shouldn't be doing lives in the first place. I should just be doing uploads, because I already know what works. But I'm going live just because I had so much to do. And I'm saying to myself, it don't matter if I got something to do or not. I'm making sure I get a video out. I don't care if it's live. At this point, I'm not caring if it's live or if it's an upload, as long as I get it done. That's the way I'm thinking. I'm just making myself do something. I'm making myself do something on YouTube. I'm not forcing myself to do nothing on Instagram and TikTok. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I'm not forcing myself to do nothing on TikTok, but I'm forcing myself to do something on the platform that makes me the money that it's supposed to make me. The platform that these people done sent me these clothes, and I'm gonna be doing my video on this platform for these people. If I could get, they said, this many pieces on YouTube, this many pieces on TikTok, this many pieces on Instagram, this many pieces. They because they have a scale. What's most valuable to them? Okay, well, you can get this many pieces on this platform. You can get this many pieces on this platform. But if you get on this platform, you can get this many pieces. Everything is a value scale, not a number scale. It's a value scale. You can have 50,000 people on your TikTok or your Instagram. That don't make it more valuable than your YouTube channel. If your YouTube channel is catering to, like, it just depends on who it's catering to. But it just needs to everything just needs to make sense. If people could just stay focused on what makes the most sense, 6 months to a year, things could change. Things could change. So anything that, so when you, man, it's so much. It's so much. But I would say I would stay focused. I wouldn't let my feelings get involved with me being productive. I would be productive regardless if my feelings was involved or not. If I say, oh, if I talk about procrastinators, if I say something about procrastinators, guess what? Guess who's gonna get mad? Procrastinators. Guess who I'm talking to if I say anything about procrastinators? 95% of the world. You know what I mean? And when I say something about being in your comfort zone, guess who's gonna get mad? People who in their comfort zone. Guess how many people in their comfort zone? 95% of the people. If I say something about, you know what I mean? If you say something about something and somebody get mad, it's because they in the 95%. Don't get mad. Take yourself to the 5%. You don't have to be a procrastinator. You don't have to be in your comfort zone. You don't have to be a person that don't do nothing, or a person that's lazy, or don't want to get up and produce. You don't have to be, you know what I mean? All you have to do is change the game. All you have to do is switch it up. You don't have to get mad because somebody's saying something. It's like somebody say something to me about, well, they used to say it, they don't say it, they can't say it now, but oh, you got a bad temper. You got a bad temper. Do I get mad when they say that? No, because that was the truth. I don't get mad at the truth. You know what I mean? Like I had a bad temper. That was it. You mad about what? What you mad for? You mad because somebody told you the truth? If I'm saying something, it might not even be. I talk to so many people every day. Every single day, I'm talking to more people. I'm not just talking to you. You ain't the only person in the whole wide world. You think I went all year and I only talk to you? That's what you think? You think I went all year long and I talk to you? You the only person I talk to. You the only person I had a consultation with. You the only person I helped put their website together. You the only person I helped do. I talk to tons and tons of people every day. In my messenger, in my DMs, on the phone, on the lives, all they play. I talk to tons and tons of people. So if I say something, it's just a general statement that's talking to 95% of the people. If you feel it, it's because you're in the 95%. I'm oh, you said something about procrastinators, and ooh, I wasn't even thinking about you. I ain't, I don't even think about you at all. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know you was a procrastinator. I didn't know you was a procrastinator when I said that. I didn't know. You the one felt that because you. But hey, Courtney Renee, how are you? How you been? So learn not to take offense to everything. People don't even know you like that. That's the reason why I don't. One reason why I don't talk on the phone. And one reason why I don't talk on the phone unless it's business, I don't talk to a lot of people on the phone unless they my immediate circle. I don't talk to people on the telephone because people get everything twisted in their minds. Everybody has the mindset is so different. I can only talk to certain people because guess what? When we say things, we know what we mean. See, you can say things if you don't know me, especially if you don't know me at all. You take everything I say and you dissect it, and you instead of knowing who I am as a person and how I talk. I can say something, and the person that I've been knowing, they know exactly what I meant because guess what? They know how I talk. You can send me a text message, and I can read it in your voice because I know how you are. I know you as a person. But then you can also send me a text message, and I don't know you at all, and I take offense to your text message because you shouldn't have said that. It's only because you don't know the person. That's the reason why I don't try to get to know people on the internet as much. It's all about business. We're gonna talk on the phone, we're gonna talk about business, and then my business people become my friends. I don't, you know what I mean? Because it's a certain way. You got to know a person in their heart. You got to know a person before you take offense to everything. You got to know how a person is and their heart. You know what I mean? You got to know exactly where they coming from when they saying this person coming from a place of trying to hurt me, or this person coming trying to push me to the next level, trying to help me. If you are a coach on a basketball team and your basketball team out there, you can't tell them to not do the layup like that, or do the layup like this. You can't fuss at your best player because the best player gonna quit. That's stupid. The kids don't even quit. Adults quit. That's the reason why most of these people is going out. They teaching kids these days. They don't even teach adults no more. They teach kids because kids grasp it better. Kids don't get offended. Kids don't wear their feelings on their sleeves. They produce more. It's easier to teach the kids because they can grasp it and move forward faster than somebody that's been set in their ways for years and years and years. They can't grasp it. They think everything is offensive. That's why you can't get no results. Everything can't be offensive when you trying to get results. Because guess what? Everything you learn, it ain't done nothing. So you have to unlearn it and redo something else. You got to learn something else. When somebody's telling me